As a voice actress of over 21 years, I really am kicking myself for not doing a YouTube impersonation channel. Hi guys, my name is Maria Park and this is Approach to Nerd. In this episode, we're just kind of going over some stories I caught online over the past couple of days. One being Javicia Leslie's Batwoman suit and the drama it's causing, a brand new Cleveland Brown voice actor, and of course a new Disney Plus Nick Fury TV show. And that is where we're going to start, guys. Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, is finally getting his own freaking show. Yes, it's not a movie, but it's something. I don't know all the details on it because they haven't really released the plot since it's early in production and probably development, but this is the stuff that I would like to see. I would love to see Fury's backstory. I would love to see his time as a U.S. Army Ranger with the Howling Commandos, where we get to see like Izzy, and we have Pinky and Junior and Happy Sam, all of the people in his beginning soldier, super soldier life. I would love to see his relationship with his siblings, especially with his brother Jake Fury, who later becomes the supervillain known as Scorpio, how that basically evolved. Were they close as brothers? Well, did he have to fight his brother, early on? I mean, we know what happens in the comics, but I would love to see how that's adapted to the screen. I think that would be interesting. I would love to see them incorporate the Infinity Formula. If they did the Infinity Formula with Dr. Sternberg, that would be very cool, especially since if you've read the comics, you know that Nick Fury was blackmailed by him for years because he kept needing, more treatments and more injections of this formula to stop himself from aging. I would love for them to incorporate that. And then on a more personal note, he had a way with the ladies. He basically fathered two children, one being Marcus Johnson, or what we got to call him Nick Fury Jr. He also has another son named Julius Chang with Black Widow successor Monica Chang Fury. I would love to see that marriage, especially since Monica Chang Fury was still very involved in S.H.I.E.L.D. and at one point was even a director, how that relationship post-divorce would play out in a live action setting. Now, we got to see it in the comics, but I would love to see it in a live action setting because a lot of people probably never even realized that he was married to Monica Chang Fury, and that the reason they got divorced is because he couldn't keep it in his pants and slept with her mother and her sister and a bunch of her friends. So Fury had a way with not being a good partner in romance. I also would like to see if they kind of had a cameo of Richard and Mary Parker. I mean, that would be cool to see Spider-Man's parents and his connection to them. There's so many options they can take. I just don't want them to, make it just purely Nick Fury during the next phase of MCU. I really would love for them to do an origin story. If you're going to do a Nick Fury series, it needs to be about Nick Fury. That includes his past and his present and potentially his future. So I'm down. I just want them to do it right. But I am glad that Samuel L. Jackson is signed on. So this is promising. So exciting news. The next one is I saw that Mike Henry, who basically created the character of Cleveland Brown and voiced him since season 1, I think they're on season 18 now, is leaving because he feels that, end quote, persons of color should play characters of color. So a YouTuber named Arif Zahir has been cast as the new Cleveland Brown. And according to the article, he has impersonated Cleveland Brown on his YouTube channel. So I'm wondering if that's how the casting process worked. Did Seth MacFarlane happen to come upon this? Did they direct him to this channel and he checked it out and liked what he heard? I'm really interested because now I feel like I should be doing segments of impersonations. I've been doing voiceovers for a very long time, and I really would love to do a show as epic as Family Guy or anything Disney or anything Nickelodeon. So yeah, might have to get on that. So thank you, Arif Zahir. You have really set my goals. But congratulations. I cannot wait to hear you in that role. I think Mike Henry's going to continue to the end of season 18, and then season 19 is when we'll actually hear Arif Zahir. So yeah, should be cool. So if you have not checked out his channel and checked out some of his work, check it out because he's probably about to blow up. And then the last story that I caught online is kind of the drama behind Javicia Leslie's suit. Now, so many people are upset that she's wearing Kate Kane's suit from season 1. But if you paid attention to DC fandom, she said that this suit is going to evolve, which means they're going from the origin suit, which is Kate Kane's suit, to what Javicia will be wearing later on. What I thought was interesting is on her Instagram, she basically posted about the suit itself. So she took a shot of where you can see from her neck, or kind of a little bit of her chest up, where she's wearing the wig and the mask. And she says, "Look out, Gotham. I'm suited up and ready to go, but just wait until Ryan Wilder puts her own spin on the bat suit," which is an indication that this is not the final suit. I'm not sure why people aren't getting that and they're getting upset about it, but I know people do what they do, I guess. And then there was another picture. She posted like fan art. And the fan art was this really, really pretty picture of her with what looks like, if you're a curly girl, you would get this because I have naturally curly hair, 3C pretty textured hair. So like a wig that's really pretty curls and it's very textured, something that you would see primarily in women of color, like myself, which I think is very fitting for the character. And when she posted, she even said, "This week's fan art is epic. Can't wait for you all to see the suit soon, baby, soon. Until then, here's some amazing fan art appreciation." Now, in DC fandom, when she was talking with the showrunner and, with the host, she was saying that they have been looking at different designs and different, references, and that she was sending stuff, which I'm assuming means she's going online. And when she got cast, people, whenever you have a role or you're obsessed with something, somebody does fanfic or fan art. I think she found a bunch of like fan art, and she probably found these designs and sent them over and said, "This would be really cool," because she wants to have a suit that's more tailored and fitting for a woman of color or a black woman. So if the picture right here is what she is basically writing this Instagram post about, then, she may have just given us a spoiler for what the suit was actually going to look like. And I'm okay with it. Now, I know that a lot of people are still a little hurt over Kate Kane not being recast, and some people were mad that Ruby Rose left in the first place, and then some people never liked Batwoman and they wanted the show canceled to begin with. So quite frankly, you can't please everyone. But in this regard, her suit should not be an issue, because quite frankly, these are just test shots. Half of this footage may not even make it into the final episode. And even if it does, it's basically her getting the suit and then having it modified, just like Kate Kane did when they modified Batman's suit for her. She didn't start off with her suit. So it's the same process. So I don't get the drama and the animosity about it, because it's silly. But that's just me. I would love to know what you guys think about any of the things I just talked about in this video. So please leave me a comment below and let me know. And if you would like to sign up for jury duty, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to know who's next on the nerd ballot, hit the notification bell. Until next time, I can't wait for you to approach the nerd. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, but hey, the party doesn't have to stop now. Click on one of these videos and keep it going.